Sup, everybody? This is the NeonMystic here, and welcome to my first ever rebranding live stream for myself. For those who don't remember who I was Morgan Dragon Moon quite some time ago, but then I had a spiritual awakening or something, or like a feeling the need to change myself, I guess. Hence why my hair is quite different than normal. And I now have a beard. Well, I did before, but not as short as it is now. But if anybody's watching, I will be doing some tarot readings tonight for at least an hour using a brand new deck I got not long ago called the Neon Moon Tarot. It is a cyberpunk themed deck. Oops, I just dropped a few cards. 1 second here. Oh. All right. Sorry about that. But anyways, I will give you an example of what these cards look like. So this is the Seven of Arms, which is swords. And that's what the card looks like, if you can kind of see it. It's got a little bit of a glare because of the lighting here, but not a big deal. So the difference between this deck and normal tarot decks, besides it being a cyberpunk themed deck, you can tell I use it quite a bit because the edges are starting to fray, is that the the deck has 4 suits as like normal decks do. So the vials, that is the cups, the zent, which is the pentacles, the wires, which is wands, and the arms, which is the swords. I'm going to play a little bit of music while... no, maybe not. If I do, it's going to be really low. There we go. Figured I'd play a little bit of future pop music, I guess. The audio cuts out. I do apologize. This is my first time streaming on this new platform. But yeah, so that's the difference between this deck. And then there's the suit, like the court cards, the king, queen, knight, page. In this deck, the page is the apprentice, the knight is the agent, the queen is the executive, no, not the executive, the supervisor, and the king is the executive in this deck. And this deck has artwork depicting different ethnicities and cultures, as well as different orientations as well. So depending on how well the stream does tonight, I may stay on until an hour. If not, I may cut out early. But I will do a overall general reading for whoever is out there watching right now. If there is anybody watching, I may do something really quick here. Give me 1 second. Something wrong. Like I said, if my like I said, if the music cuts out, I do apologize. So far, I got nobody watching. Oh well, no big deal. Oh, because the Facebook. All right. Yeah, something's going on my end here. A little bit of connectivity issues. That's what I get for using my mobile hotspot pass to do this at the shop. So, all right. Okay. Do one here, and then we'll do a drawing here. Okay. I'm going to do a 3-card spread here. This is the first time I've ever done a live stream using this deck and using this new moniker, so hope you forgive me if I sound a little nervous / excited doing this. All right, let's see. First card is the Hierophant upside down. You can kind of see that. The second card, wow, another inverted. Second card is the Ten of Zent, which is the Ten of Pentacles. I'll give you kind of like a description of what they look like a little bit better so you can see them. And the last one is the Five of Zent upside down. So we got an inverted spread here tonight. All right, so the Hierophants. One quick second here. All right. Yeah, my internet's a little bit buggy tonight. Do apologize for that. So the Hierophant is like something with usually like head of a religion or like a central figure in like a group or something. So when I see the Hierophant upside down, I think of like maybe a person kind of like not knowing exactly where they are on their current path. Censorship, rebellion, stuff like that. I could see it being like maybe you're not being honest with yourself, Shooms. Maybe you got some issues going on in your head right now and thinking you're some sort of divine prophet or something like that. I don't, hell if I know. That's kind of like what I'm getting off the card. It's like you're not sure where you're at right now with your journey, I guess. The Ten of Zent upside down, that's the Ten of Pentacles. If you kind of look at the picture, when you see it upright, it's a person looking at some holographic videos of family and stuff like that next to a dog. It's almost like, to me, when the person's upside down, it looks like they're regretting their life choices that they had, not knowing whether they should just keep disconnected from their family or maybe the person's having issues with their family right now. Not really have a good way of saying it, but like, regrets, like they regret their actions and stuff like that. And now that they're at a certain age, it's like they can't go back to where they need to go back to, and it's just that instability and stuff like that. So the next card is the Five of Zent inverted. I'll just show you the right side up version of it. Hard to see, but it's got two people in like what looks like a cathedral window looking at each other, almost like they've, I don't know if it's like lovers or not, but when you look at it upside down, it's not very good. It's kind of chaotic energy off of that. One second here. If you hear that background noise, it's air conditioning going on. So like frigidity, lack of clarity, spiritual poverty, stuff like that. Seems like the overall spread tonight to me feels like stuff with spirituality, connection, and stuff like that. I will be right back in just a second here. I'm going to shut off this air so it's not so loud. Excuse me while I'm gone. It'll be just a second here. Sorry about that. I did shut it off, but it seems like it's still on in a way, but oh well. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for tonight is it's spirituality stuff. Maybe like the person's lost or something like that. Like you're on a new journey, but you feel like the whole world's out to get you and you feel like you're swimming up a stream. That's kind of like how I'm feeling right now. It's like life's kicking your ass and you just don't know how much more you're going to take of it. So, and for those who are new and following me, I am the NeonMystic, using divination with a cyberpunk edge. Or at least I'm gonna be. So bear with me if I'm not quite into that persona yet. So, and if you're new here, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm still working on my Instagram account. YouTube, Twitter. Well, no, not Twitter yet. And then my TikTok account. Is it a free reading? Yeah, I can give you a free reading. Sure. What would you like me to read for you? I can do I usually do 3-card spreads. And good morning to you, too. It's 6:14 p.m. here where I'm at right now. This is my long time since I've been online doing this stuff, so let's see here. That's coming to me in live. All right. Let me see what I got here for you. Well, be forewarned, this deck has a pretty provocative personality. It's kind of like hard hitting in a way. That's just how the deck is. It's been pretty brutally accurate for me lately when I've been doing readings for myself. Like, I've been asking myself, what do I need to do for this manifestation to come through? And it's like, you need to get your stability together, and you just need to like pretty much it's keep repeating the same thing. It's just like, oh man, you know what I mean? All right, so let's see what do we got here for you. Okay, so the first card I get is the Six of Vials. As you can tell, it looks like a couple sharing a container of, I'm not sure what liquid it is, but you can kind of see it. It's a little glary. I'm sorry. But for me, that card at first is a really good card because the energy seems like it seems like they're a couple in that picture, but then you notice the person in the background kind of lurking there. It's like almost like it could either be the person's kind of watching them kind of closely, not knowing for sure whether they should be trusted with each other. I'm not 100% sure for that part, but like vials is stuff related to water and emotional stuff like that. So from that, I get a yes so far. The second card is the Hermit. That's the Hermit card there. From what I can tell, this is probably the energy that's going on right now. It's either you or your potential person that's coming to you, depending, or maybe it's like a it's that energy, like that hermit phase. It's like what everybody's usually in right now. Like they're trying to figure out who they are and like what's they need to work on with themselves. Self-reflection kind of a thing. And then the last card I got is the Agent of Vials. So we got 2 water cards in this spread. The Agent of Vials is a person on a motorcycle here looking. It looks like they're looking at the moon. So let's see here. And just to. So like they're motivated, they're inspired, they're looking forward to like what's coming. So to me, right now, this is the hermit phase is like what's going on right now. Like it's either you or the future person that you're trying to manifest in your life is kind of like in that stage of, do I really want to go out there and make myself vulnerable again, or do I just want to like keep working on myself to be the better version of myself? I mean, that's usually the best option for everybody, is to become the better version of themselves, because then once like you start loving yourself a lot more, then that energy's there, and then it's like the universe, the digital universe is like, okay, you feel in love with yourself, here, I'll get someone to come into your life that loves you just as much as you love yourself. There you go. And then from what I get from these 2 cards is that is the confirmation I'm getting, is that there's someone coming. The inspiration is right there. You just got to keep looking forward and be optimistic. And then eventually it will come. It's, from what I'm getting off of this card, it's really good energy. Definitely a couple. Childhood innocence as well. That's pretty much what I got for that spread. Hope that answered your question. Looks like nobody else is on. Okay. All right. Hello. How are you doing today? You have a question to ask. What is it that you have to question? All right. No idea what you mean by that. There's some people that don't want me to talk to other people. That's a very good question. So usually when I get questions like this from other people, I usually ask them like, what is the first thing that you feel about that? Like, what is the first thing that comes in your head? Like your intuition, like about it. Comments sometimes don't always pop up right now. Okay. So let's see what I get here. Let's do a simple yes or no question. Okay. So the card I drew is the Six of Arms upside down. Arms is related to swords, and usually swords cards are not very pleasant to get upright. Or sometimes even inverted, they're not really good. There's some people. Yeah. So from the card here, it's like whatever it is, it's some kind of big sacrifice or like a big almost like a disappointing kind of feeling. Work with headphones. Okay. See if I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah, so the energy I'm getting off of that is kind of very chaotic, very not positive at all. It's in the picture, it's almost like the person has missed their voyage or their boat, I guess. Like distance in a way. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here. Any other things that I'm getting off of that card? Two of Zent upright. Okay, so next card I drew is the Two of Zent upright. Yeah, I can feel that. So normally the Two of Pentacles is someone like kind of like juggling things together, like they're not completely focused on one item. Can I see that? Not as good as I could if I was focused a lot better. But the Two of Zent usually depicts someone that's like kind of trying to juggle two different things at the same time. So I feel like whatever the energy is, it's not completely focused at all. If that makes any sense. If not, it's about as best as I can get for that information there. And then there was someone about any messages from the ones. Yeah, I don't know. Well, besides tarot cards, I also do rune stones. I mean, rune readings, and then I also do. Well, I will be practicing witches' runes and stuff. What is the energy you're getting off of these people? Do you feel like they're malevolent at all, or do you feel like they're just being overprotective? Do you feel like they're, I don't know how to say this. Like, do you feel like they're I don't know if you've seen the movie The Matrix or not, but do you feel like they're agents of the digital system at all? Like they're not fully human, like we are? Does that make sense at all? It kind of feels like that. Let's see here. What do I get off of this? That's interesting. Let me. What's the symbol? Taking a quick look at something really quick. That's interesting. So I drew the waves, which is runestone, when I was asking about that. It means a deep connection into the spiritual world, insecurity, overwhelmed. Really, that's interesting. Did not know about that. I've not been really paying attention to. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I've not really been paying attention to foreign politics and foreign affairs lately. Honestly, the only thing I've been really paying attention to a lot lately has been the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm sorry, I'm just a big professional hockey fan, so I've been focusing a lot on that and just trying to disconnect from. Ah, yeah, that would make sense. So definitely a censorship kind of thing. It almost sounds, wow, that really sounds very cyberpunk there. Very dystopian feeling I got off of that. So what else do I get here from the draw rune here? Hoglaws, sustain hardship, hailstone. So yeah, there is definitely some sort of destructive energy going on in the shadows. Very chaotic feeling I'm getting off of this runestone. Yeah, that is totally true. I mean, who knows? Like, you feel stuck. Yeah, I know how you feel. I honestly feel like I'm in a decade that I don't belong to. Like, I feel like I should be in a further advanced civilization, but I'm stuck here. That probably doesn't make sense at all, but yeah. What should you do? I would say, since that Witch's Runestone was about waves and moving with the flow, I would just move with the flow and let wherever the universe guides you. Oh, you or me? Talking about you, like what you should do. I think you should just let the universe do whatever, go with the flow. If that makes any sense. That's the witch's runestone I drew. It was about waves and moving with the flow, spiritual connection, stuff like that. I hope that makes sense. If not, like, yeah. First time I've ever done a witch's rune divination online before, so. And Elder with Arc Rune drawing as well. I did. The one I pulled for you was Hogaloss. That's sustained hardship, hail. I'm sorry. But yeah, Hogaloss is sustained hardship and the hail, stuff like that, destruction. Yeah, it does feel like that from the energy I'm getting off of what you're saying. But Hogaloss, the runestone, is part of the second et, and it usually means like destruction before rebirth kind of thing. I'm doing good. How are you? This is my first time in a long time I've done a live stream on a new platform, so, and a new persona. So I hope you enjoy watching this so far. I'm planning on doing more of these in the future. Probably going to be maybe once a month until maybe I get more of a following, I guess. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, if you're so we'll get better. That is a good question. I will find out for you. I feel like a lot of things are starting to shift in the direction that are supposed to happen. Oh, thank you. I also have social media as well, if you're interested in following me on any of these. Yeah, you can ask me something. I'm just gonna see what this person's situation, if it's gonna get any better here. I have a feeling it's gonna, because a lot of things are starting to shift in the direction that is supposed to happen. And we're all part of the universal cosmos, so it all depends on the collective consciousness as well. I guess if that makes sense. Nine wires. Okay, so I pulled the 9 of wires upside down. That's the wands. Let's see here. So the energy of the card is pretty much like hesitation, fear, paranoia. So like this is kind of the energy I'm getting right at that time right now. But yeah, two of vials. That's the second card I just drew for you. But I do feel like that energy is going to go away pretty soon. The wires energy. I think the wires energy right now is because of the what's going on in the planetary stuff right now. Yeah. All right. I hope that answered your question there. I do feel like things are going to get better for you. Dynamic between you and your coworker. All right. Your boundaries are kind of foggy. Let's see what I got here for you. And if you're wondering where to get this deck I'm using, it is called the Neon Moon Tarot deck. It's by Pixel Occult. You can look them up online. They have an Etsy shop they sell the deck for. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form at all. I just use this deck because I resonate with it a lot and kind of fits like with the vibe I'm trying to get off of, you know. All right. So let's see what the vibe is between you and your coworker here. Role confusion. Okay. That makes sense. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got 2 events and the, oh wow, it's funny, I just drew these cards not long ago. So I picked the 2 event, which is about balancing and balancing kind of thing, like, you know, having 2 different things in the palm of your hand and trying to figure out what to focus on, kind of not focusing at all. And then the 6 of Arms inverted is kind of like a let's see here. Stasis, dwelling, not fully there, kind of like a self-sacrifice, self-sabotage kind of feeling. So yeah, you're right. There is like a confusion kind of thing going on between you two. Let's see what else we got here. 9 of Vials inverted. So yeah, there's definitely something going on in the background with emotions and stuff like that. Let's see here. Materialism, self-indulgence, greed. There's definitely some kind of subconscious thing going on right now in the background for all this. It's interesting. Let's see, I pulled an Earth card, then I pulled a Fire card, and then I pulled, wait, no, Arms is not, Swords is Fire, I think. Yeah, I think Swords is, no, Wands is Fire. Wands is fire, Swords is air, Vials is water. So yeah, there's like 3 different elements going on at the same time here right now. I'm not sure what kind of thing that's gonna cause with 4 or 3 elements interacting with each other like that. Yeah, I guess it's like some stability. Okay, yeah. Definitely get that on here for sure. Let's see here. What is another card I got here? 10 of Wires upright. And Wires is related to Wands. It's kind of hard to see the picture. But it looks like the person in the picture is trying to drag something behind them, and it looks like they're struggling with it. Like all this weight on the back of their shoulders in a way. Definitely got that kind of feeling in a way. I could draw a Witch's rune and see what I get with that. Let's see here. It's interesting. Let's see, what is that one? Healer, home, creativity, nurturing, and caring. It's interesting. The Witch's rune I drew is the rune for woman, and it means like nurturing, caring characteristics and stuff like that. But when I drew it, it was kind of inverted, so it's like the message was the opposite. It's like the not caring, not nurturing, stuff like that. But let's see, is there any other energy I can see but from this pull? flight. So I drew the flight rune. Movement, communication, and information. So yeah, there's definitely some movement going on with this. Interesting. But yeah, there's... What would be my best advice? I'm trying to figure out... What am I getting? Yeah, I would... Yeah, it is very confusing. I'm getting off that energy that... I'm getting that energy from you for sure about this. Let's say... I heard something about like grounding more or something like that. Yeah, no problem. I hope you enjoyed that reading for you. I have fun doing this. I'm planning on doing more of these in the future. Hopefully. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a very interesting month this month. Usually May is a very good month for me, but since last year and this year, it's like not a very good month for some reason. But I think it's that way for everybody right now, so... So let's see, we got about 42 minutes in. So we got about 17 minutes left of the show, I guess. So I will do readings for anybody that wants another reading, but right now I will kind of like talk about some stuff that I've noticed a lot of lately. Like there's been this one anime that I keep getting Facebook notifications about, and the funny thing is I've binge read the whole entire series up to chapter 119 right now, and they keep publishing more and more chapters each and every week, but since the time delay between here and Japan, it's like I have to wait until Wednesday before it comes out. And I did something brand new that I've never done before. I did readings based off of these characters and stuff from different shows and stuff like that, just to see like how the character feels after a certain thing happened, and like, is this character not telling the truth to this other character, kind of thing like that. So yeah, I posted a thing on Facebook about that, and be forewarned, if you've not read any of the manga for this show, it's gonna spoil it for you, because the people watching the anime has not got up to that point yet. It's only on episode 8, and there's a lot more stuff coming from that series. It's a dark series too, by the way. When I've saw what happened in the first episode and like the first few chapters of the series, I'm not gonna lie, I broke down and cried hard, because how young that character was and like what happened to these. Yeah, it was depressing at first, and then the more you read about the series, it's like it's pretty dark. It's exposing a lot of stuff that's actually happening in the entertainment industry over in Japan. It's brutal about some of the stuff, and it's also a revenge story too. So yeah, I did a tarot spread to see if this character was lying to another character about something that happened, and it turns out that they were. Well, the cards said that they were, so, which wasn't surprising to me because I felt that way too about that character. And then I do have another spread that's going to be coming out about probably pretty soon about how I feel the series is going to end. Like I said, this is all depending on how the author plans on ending the series because right now it's not looking good for the main character. I feel like what he's planning on doing is not going to go the way how he wants it to go. And that sucks because I like happy endings and I feel like this series is not going to have a happy ending. So, but I can talk more about that in future episodes or whatever besides doing readings and stuff. If that's something that you're interested in, if not, I can just more or less post it on Facebook and do whatever, I guess. Do more readings on here. But yeah, besides, like I said earlier, besides tarot, I do oracle cards, I do witches runes and elder food dark runes. I'm currently trying to brainstorm an idea of how to make a oracle deck for myself because I've not seen a cyberpunk themed oracle deck at all out there, and I'm hoping I could find someone that might be able to design one for me, which would be really cool. And then see like how it looks like for the test print, and then eventually maybe sell it and see who all wants it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I know there's people that are looking for different types of oracle decks besides the ones about angels and cats and stuff like that. I mean, not gonna lie, there's a lot of love and light stuff in the mystical community and stuff. You ask a question. Sure, we got plenty of time. What would you like to know? But yeah, I feel like the spiritual community lately has been too focused on the love and light aspect, and they need to start focusing more on the darker aspects because you can't have light without dark. And in light, there's always darkness too, so. Info on new love. Me info on new love. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a one card spread for you first. Ace of Vials. Upright. Issues on my end. I do apologize for that, but yeah, I drew the Ace of Vials card for you, and that's related to love, compassion, relationships, joy. So I would say yes, there is a new love coming for you right now. Because that energy on that card feels really good and light, and I do feel like there is a new energy, there is a new love coming for you right now. Um, if you're still on there, I do apologize for the sudden discommunication interruption with the awesome. Like I said, I'm sorry about the whole little hiccup I just had there with the live stream. Yeah, of course. The next card I drew is something related to like what just happened right now. It's inverted stuff with Eight of Zents. that's definitely my card there. Mistakes and creative apathy. Yep, that's definitely that was definitely related to like what just happened with the um, hiccup with the live stream. Yeah, that's too funny. But yeah, I do believe this card is definitely your card. You're definitely gonna get some new love coming. There's the energy's there for sure. You just have to allow it in, I guess. If that's the best way to say it. I'm not sure. Since we got about almost 8 minutes left, I want to thank everybody for coming in today and getting a reading done by me. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done these live streams, and I'm testing out a new service here, and hopefully it's been a lot better than the old StreamYard service. I mean, I used to use StreamYard a lot, but this is the first time I've used Restream before. So, if anybody's out there and wants to know who I am the NeonMystic. If it shows up, yep, I'm the NeonMystic here. And if you like, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. The Instagram I'm still working on because I don't really know how to work an Instagram account before, so you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed the reading. But yeah, I don't really know much about Instagram. I'm still looking it up. I do post stuff on TikTok, but I haven't really done anything lately because you only can do like 3-minute videos, and some of the stuff I want to talk about is more than 3 minutes. Which I'll probably do that on YouTube a little bit more as soon as I can figure out how to edit stuff on there. I mean, I could still do live streams as well, but in order for me to do any live streaming on TikTok, I have to reach up to, I honestly don't remember the number, but it's got to be quite a bit of people before I can do that. And then, yeah, Facebook, I still have my Facebook account and stuff like that. Eventually, the background's going to be a little bit different. I'm just broadcasting from my shop right now in the classroom. And then, while I'm here, I do make Witch's Runes and Elder Futhark Runes, if anybody's interested in getting a set of those. I probably will start making more of these very soon to sell. I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to sell these for, but here's an example of like one of the Witch's Runes I have. It's kind of hard to see, but it's black with purple black light paint on it. So if I ever do any Facebook posts and stuff like that about these, I might have them in black light to show you like how they look under the black light. Then eventually, once I get more rolling on this show and doing more of this, I will have a black light and a camera set up so that when I toss these on the screen, you'll be able to see them in the black light, and they'll look really cool. I also do Elder Futhark runes as well. I'll give you an example of one. This is Berkano. It's a little inverted because of the mirroring. But that one's also used by the same resin and stuff like that, and has the same glitter and same paints. And each set I make, I will make a pouch for it, or I will recycle a pouch for it. And I will sell them online at one point in the future. I'm not sure when, but I will try to get more resin stuff available, and I will try to do certain color schemes to mirror cyberpunk stuff, and hopefully get the new persona going a little bit more as well. But yeah, the reason I chose the name Neon Mystic is because my old name, Morgan Dragon Moon, for some reason was not resonating with me anymore. I was more or less going towards a cyberpunk feeling of how I want to portray myself, a little bit more dominant kind of feeling in a way, instead of kind of like the whole traditional folklore, mystical kind of thing, I guess. And then once I got this deck, that's kind of like when the Neon Mystic was born in a way. So yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast here. We got about 4 minutes left almost. And yeah, if you are all out there, definitely like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to possibly grow that more in the future. Definitely follow me on Facebook, Instagram, once I start building up my Instagram, and definitely TikTok, because the more people I get subscribed on TikTok, the more I can do live streams on there and stuff like that. And maybe eventually I'll do a donation based tarot card reading system, so that with a free will donation, you can get more of an in-depth advanced reading. And then I will also do stuff on Zoom, do like private readings on Zoom if you wish. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a very good day/evening for you. All right. So, what are my final remarks I want to say tonight? Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I'd love to do a reading if you feel drawn to me. I would love to do a reading for you if we I'll do a reading for you really quick. I was planning on going at 7 o'clock and being done, but I can do a quick reading for you. That's perfectly fine by me. And then after you, I will be done for the night. And feel free to follow me on social media. If it shows up, it should be showing up right now. There we go. Feel free to follow me on social media if you wish for future updates and future shows like this. You're welcome. All right. You just want a... Awesome. Definitely follow me on Instagram, because I would love to get more followers on Instagram. But first I need to know how to figure out how to work Instagram. I know people that use Instagram. I just never figured it out. I know it's stuff with pictures and videos, but I will figure it out eventually. So what kind of reading would you like? Would you like just a general reading, kind of like the energy I'm getting off of you right now? Or like, do you have a specific question you want to know? Would you like me to do a tarot card reading or a rune reading? So I can do either one, or I can do all of them at the same time. General reading. All right. Let's see what we got here for you. We'll do a 3-card pull, and then we'll do a 3-card pull for you first, and then I will do a 1 rune pull for you, and I will also do a witch's rune pull for you as well. See what the general energy of the reading is. Okay, so let's begin here. So the first card I drew is the Supervisor of Arms. The Supervisor is like the queen, and then the arms is swords and stuff like that. So normally with swords cards, they can be pretty negative at times, depending on like what the question is. Let's see here. So inverted, it can mean emotionally detached, bitter, cold. So like the energy off the cards, it is not very positive. It's like very cold, detached, which is ironic because the next card is the Two of Vials, and that card looks pretty positive to me. And Two of Vials, that's stuff with water and emotions. Because because the Vials cards are related to water. So partners, romance, relationship, respect. And then the next card I drew is the Eight of Wires. I don't know if you can see that very well. Wires is stuff with wands, so fire energy, stuff like that. Let's see here. A little too far there. All right. Energy off the card is so delays, impatience, obstacles. So overall, the feeling I'm getting off of this spread is kind of chaotic in a way, because it's like you got two inverted cards and one right side up card. Arms is stuff I feel like with the subconscious. Vials is related to the emotional stuff, and wands is like knowledge. Oh, no, not knowledge, passion and stuff like that. So the energy is kind of all over the place. It's like I don't know if like there's some kind of internal conflict going on, but like it feels like besides emotional detachment and obstacles and impatience going on is affecting a relationship or a partnership of some sort. Like that's kind of like the energy I'm getting off of that spread. Maybe it's could be like a passion that you have that's kind of interfering with something that it's really interesting, like the energy I'm getting off of that. So I will pull a witch's rune here to see what else I can get off of that. Okay, so I pulled the, I think this is flight. Yeah, so I pulled flight. I don't know if it's kind of hard to see. It means movement, communications, and information. It also can mean travel. So I feel like whatever is causing this turmoil is something involving communication. Okay, that's blank rune. I don't need that. Blank rune doesn't really mean anything. Star. And then I drew the star. That means like inspiration, being yourself, being accepting, freedom, going after what you want, your life purpose. So I feel like that's this turmoil is something to do with like a life purpose or something, or like maybe a path that you're currently on. Could be like maybe disconnectivity to the divine, if that makes sense. I don't, that's kind of like what I'm getting. Let's see what I get for an Elder Futhark rune. Like the overall feeling of what this is. What's the overall feeling I'm getting? Okay, so I drew Perthrow upside down. It's kind of hard to see. It's the rune that looks like a P in a way. And Perthrow means joy contentment, stuff like that. But like when it's inverted, it means sorrow, grief. It's almost like the energy feels like lost, like disconnection. Does that make sense at all? That's kind of like the feeling this is coming with. It's like something feels off. That makes sense at all? So it's like way all over the place with everything here. It does? Okay, good. Let's see if what other rune. I'll pull one more rune to see what the overall thing I could say about this. Oh, that's interesting. I pulled the rune Thurisaz. Phonetically, that's the TH sound. It's also a rune associated with Thor, and it also could mean giants and thorns on like rose bushes. So it's a rune of protection. So what I would suggest doing is whatever's causing this turmoil, I would probably ground and shield myself from it. It could be something outside that's causing this. It could be something internally that's going on. But whatever it is, I would suggest doing something to help with yourself, like do some self love, maybe self protection stuff. And I feel like whatever that's gonna do is gonna help it go away. Does that kind of sound about right? Because I feel like whatever this is just a temporary thing. But it just feels all over the place right now. Yeah, no problem. Um, Thank you for asking for a reading. I was just about to log out. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you can relate to that. Thank you for asking me for a reading tonight because I was just about to log out early, and when you said that you wanted a reading done, I was like, all right, I'll do one more reading. That's good. Yeah, you did. Well, thank you for joining me tonight, and definitely tell others about this. I'm going to be probably doing this once a month for now, or maybe once every 2 weeks on a Sunday, probably in the evening because it's a lot easier to get people on during that time. But since I went over my time that I was going to do this for, I'm going to end it for the night. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Once again, I am the Neon Mystic. And I thank you all for joining me here. And I will see you all sometime again pretty soon. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.